Hey everybody, welcome to Jim Lowry Writes. All right, tonight I just scheduled a hangout time so I could talk about my new cover for Love Over Pizza. Share that cover with everybody. I'm super excited for you guys to see it. I want to talk about how it all came to be. Um, Crossing fingers, maybe my cover designer is going to pop in here if she can. If not, I am going to um, shout her out to the rooftops, share everything about what's happened because I'm super excited. And today's been some kind of day. So, first, God has just blessed me tremendously with author writing friends. Guys, I love y'all so much. And I received this in the mail. So, y'all know how much I love journals. And look at this. You see these butterflies? Y'all know that my business is Monarch. I've had Monarch Educational Services for the past 2 years. That's what I've been working with my own publishing. I also have started a press. So Monarch is live. Hey, Tish. And so this beautiful journal came in the mail, and it was from my dear friend Pooja. Now listen about this, Tish. So Tish is over on YouTube. If anybody's watching me on Facebook or Twitch, oh, there's Rachel. Rachel. Hey, Rachel.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we're
Okay.
live. And I was just sharing about how Pooja sent this to me in the mail as just a sweet gift. Tish said, hey, Tish is watching.
Hi.
And she sends me this message and she goes, well, I've had this for you since last February. And I know you like butterflies, but if you see how the Lord works, that was last February when she bought me this journal and she wasn't able to get it to me. And then this is my journal for Monarch. And so I have already filled up all the front pages so far with author stuff for 2021. And Rachel's here to talk about the beautiful thing she made for me.
I'm going to talk about it.
So, Rachel, I just want to let you know you are awesome at cover design. You did the big old bike. You did that one, right?
I did, yeah.
And so how did that feel? Was that your first official experience?
Yeah, it was. The people that I was working with were going to do a cover design for me, and I already did a mock-up myself because I just love creating and seeing what it might look like. And so I had sent it to this designer and said, hey, this is kind of what I had in mind, but I make it better kind of thing. And then he said, I don't think I can make it better. I think you need to do this. And I was like, oh.
Amazing. Okay, I'm going to share my screen so all of you can see the big old bike. You have to get this book. It's absolutely amazing. So when you see that it says it's written and illustrated by Rachael Clarke, this is the Rachael Clarke herself. You can see when I purchased it, guys, I was on it right away. But you've got to check out Rachel's book. Look at this cover.
Aw, thanks.
And you drew Oliver. You did all the illustrations.
I did. Yeah, it was really fun to learn all about it. It's a huge learning curve. I'd never done anything in that scope before. So yeah, it was pretty neat to see it all come together.
And you've got your tire tracks in the background. I mean, it's just so clever. That's all I know to say. It's just clever. Yes, she said that she loves it. Yes, it's amazing. We love your book. It's just such a book that matters. And I've talked your book up to the world. So if you guys haven't had your copy of The Big Old Bike, you need it. And then Rachel's my dear friend. And so Rachael has been pretty much watching me do mock-ups. And I'm not a cover designer. You guys know that that's not my specialty. But I love looking at images and I love just putting things together. And a part of my process is after I write chapter 1 of a book, I start making my cover. Because I kind of want to have, if I am going to have a couple on the cover, I need to know who the people are. Like when you were going for the big old bike, did you start doing mock-ups early or did you wait?
Probably, yeah, fairly early. Yeah, like halfway through, I'd say.
I mean, to me, it's just a motivational thing where I pull up Canva and then I start playing around with covers and I make like 50 covers. And I know I'm probably not going to use, but if I am going to use one. And so here I am. I get on deposit photos. I buy photos. I'm loving like just having these pictures and I'm showing them off on my Facebook. And I'm like, guys, what do y'all think of these covers? And I'm sharing them with my family and friends on my private Facebook page. And so I'm sending it behind the scenes. Rachel's seeing it. And then she's giving me great feedback. Like, you need to have the color teal and it'll bring out the Christmas trees. And then you do it. Oh my God, where's teal? Where's the blue? I didn't even see it. And that's where you've got a cover designer. You've got that eye, Rachel. Like you were critiquing such great details in there. So I'm changing things. And then 5 minutes later, Rachel says, oh, look, here. Rachel, it was like 5 minutes. It was the best cover ever, y'all. It was like, what? So I started screaming. Eli's beside me, and he's like, woman, what is wrong? And I'm like, look at what Rachel did. I'm showing the boys. I'm texting Michelle. I'm showing everybody. I'm like, Rachel, you are phenomenal. I'm showing Tish. I'm showing everybody. I'm like, this has got to be the cover. So I officially hired Rachael Clarke to be my designer for Love Over Pizza. Page Turn Press is live and well. And you got that cover, and it's amazing. I can't wait to show it. Tell me before I show it, like, oh, there's Anne. Anne's with us too, Tish.
Hey.
So look, so Anne, Rachel designed my cover, and she like the concept. When you looked at the stuff, let's just call it the mess I was doing. When you saw my stuff, did you start formulating a concept of it? Because you were starting to read the book. You had read a couple of the chapters.
Yeah, I'd read 5 chapters or something?
Yeah.
4 chapters maybe? Yeah, well, I kind of had a flavor of your story from that. And a flavor. Talking about pizza, right?
Yes.
And yeah, I don't know. I started looking. I popped open Canva. I had a few minutes, and I was like, okay, let's just see what I can find. And literally, I typed in Christmas, love, and pizza together, I think. And then I started scrolling, and I saw the image that I'm just like, oh, that's so cool. And I started playing with it right away. And then I sent it over to you. I was like, hey, just check this out, just for fun.
And it was so fun. Because as soon as I got it, it was like Holy Spirit confirmation. Yes, this is it. And I absolutely loved it. And then Rachel was like, really? Like, it was like, really? Wow. And I was like, Rachel, really? Yes. Like, I would be honored to have this cover, like, for real. And so that's something too that I have been talking about with my people. I've been telling y'all rebranding. I've been saying I wanted to go back, look more for symbols, look more for setting, but it also has to fit the genre. And I think, when I recognized my friend Michelle, she read it and she was like, this is not a romantic comedy. This is more of a small town love story. This is something that, you need to think about that type of genre. Of course, it's a sweet romance. And so then I was like, okay, who are my comp people then for small town love stories? And it's Nicholas Sparks, y'all. That's my first. Listen, I love Nicholas Sparks. He's a North Carolina writer too, and I got to give him props for all the love that he's poured into his collections. And so I was like, so that's what I started doing, Rachel. I started looking at Nicholas Sparks.
Yeah.
And I started looking at all of his covers, and I took a snapshot of his covers. I sent a picture to Tish. I was like, look, Tish, it's like symbols. It's like he's got a lighthouse. He's got a Ferris wheel. He's got a porch. Like, that's when I said, I can't do these rom-com images and the cute little clip arts that we were playing around with before. And that's when I shifted to symbols. And you just got it. You got it, right? But you had started to read it. So you did kind of get a feel for it.
Yeah.
But you just are super talented, Rachel.
Aw, thank
Like,
you.
Ann, you just popped in, but Ann, I'm telling you, it was like 5 minutes, y'all. Am I joking? Or was it? I really feel like it was 5 minutes.
Somewhere around there, probably, yeah.
She did it 5 minutes. I was like, girl, you are like crazy talented. And I've been telling her this whole time how talented she is. One, she's an amazing author, fabulous illustrator. And then with this design, like, I got to show it. I wish I had like a drum roll here. And you can do like a drum roll where you are. I know, Ann just said, wow, that's cool. And the story is just crazy how it came together. And Rachel, she just said she did it for fun. Like, yeah, right. You did it because you felt led to do it.
That's true. I wanted to help you, Jen, because you're my friend.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so I've got it saved. Okay, I've got a gigantic. I have it gigantic because I want to scroll. I want to do like, I'm just so excited. Okay, so here we go. Here it is, guys. Can you see it? Rachel, can you see it?
I can see the part of it.
Yay! Okay, so Pepper needs pizza. Luca needs love. It's the perfect order this side of heaven. Here it comes, y'all. Look. I love it so much. I love it. And then you go and you keep scrolling, and there is the wrap. Look at the back. Is that not the most creative, amazing back ever? Like, for real, Rachel. Look. Y'all, can't y'all tell why I'm excited? Like, now you guys know why I'm so excited. Like, tell me about the back. Like, how did you envision that?
Well, oh, thanks, Anne. I just a lot of brainstorming, which is my normal thing. I just kind of started thinking about the story and thinking about pizza and thinking about pizzerias and like, hey, well, what can go with this cover? You know, we have a bunch of dough and like just thinking about what might work with that. I had all like you talk about having like 50 images. I literally had 50 images on my Canva, just trying to like, hey, what might work? I had like wood grain backgrounds, I had flower covered tables, I had all kinds of things. And I'm just like, nothing is working. And I'm thinking, but wait a second. So I looked at your blurb and I'm like, okay, can I do anything with this blurb? And I saw the blurb and I saw the way you had written it. And I'm like, okay, I think I can, okay, let's see here. I'm like, let's split up the two people. And I'm like, okay, like, just popped in my head menu right away. Like, you know, like main course, entree, like, you know, the whole whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, first I was going to try and put like prices in there and like, like pizza, like a bunch of actual like dishes with prices, just like a menu. And I'm like, okay, that's too complicated. Let's just go with a simple, but, yeah, it turned out when I did the mock-up, I was like, okay, this looks not bad. So then I showed you and yeah. So
this looks not bad. This looks brilliant. Like I'm taking pictures. She just said it was brilliant.
Thank you.
She knows it's brilliant. It's just so unique. And I love it. And you haven't got that far. So Rachel was beta reading. Yeah, Anne said it turned out great. Rachel was beta reading it. She was looking at just the beginning. But later in the story, there is a part where they have to make menus.
Oh.
And it's kind of a turning point for Angel. Like, you don't know that part. Spoiler alert right now, but Angel doesn't believe in her ability, that she's gone away from her love, which is art, and so you're watching Luca, of course, because it's Luca and Pepper, but Angel is his sister, and he's really his sister's keeper. Like, he's taking care of her. And he's always trying to speak life over her and say, you need to do with art. You need to do something with your talent. And she's like, no, I can't, because she has an association of her art with how proud her mom was of her.
Right.
And it's hard when she's dealing with grief. So she's trying to block out anything that's associative. But she does this turning point, and he's like, look, we have a deadline. You need to make these menus. You have to do this. We need new menus. These look like 1975. And so she gets into timeout, and she makes the menus, and then she gets complimented by the people from New York. And it gives her that extra push to go into graphic design. So I've just told the story. But Rachel, it's funny that you picked the menu, because the menu is like a turning point. So that's symbolic to me, because I love Angel so much in there, even though she's a side character. I love her so much. And you took an Angel and put on that book.
Yay!
Didn't even know. I call it Holy Spirit working it all out. That's what I call it.
That's awesome. That works so good together.
Yeah, because it's a part in the book where it kind of shifts her, and she's like, okay, you're right. And then the brother gets to gloat like, ha ha, I'm right. You're actually saying I'm right. You're listening to me. That kind of thing. So I just love that that's the back. And I love the front, because there's basil on the front, and you haven't got that far, Rachel. You had not got that far, and there's something in the book about basil.
Ah.
And that's why I knew, that's why I told you I screamed when I saw it, because Tish and I have been talking a lot about symbols. And like when Tish did the Sunday Killer for me, she put a maze, and that's kind of like the symbol, like we're having to solve the crime and everything. And so Tish knows that we've been talking a lot about how much we love symbols on a book.
Yeah.
And then if you read the book and you see the symbol, you go, oh, that's it. So the dad had this saying, put basil on everything.
Ah.
And it's in the book, and it's in one of these, it's a sad moment, but it's also a heartwarming moment that Luca has, because his dad left him a message in a recipe box.
Oh, okay.
And it says, put basil on everything.
Aw.
And basil on the cover. Everything.
It just ties together.
But you didn't know. But you know who knew? Like God knew. Because you put basil on the front and you put basil on the back. Because you've got the little basil leaves at the bottom.
Yeah.
And it's like the dad's words were like his words of wisdom. Like everybody has these great words of wisdom. His is just like put basil on everything. And you put on the front and the back. Like, that's when I know it's a God thing, Tish. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, I hadn't even shared any of that with you, because I wanted to share that with you, just to let you know how powerful that book cover was for me.
Aw.
For real. I was like, Rachel, this is perfect. You probably didn't believe me when I was telling you how perfect it was.
Well, I started to believe you. You were just like, at first I was like, no. But then you're like, no, for real, for real, for real, for real. And I'm like, oh, okay. Good.
Tish has a wow on there. It's like a wow. Yeah, it's like a wow. And that's when I knew. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, this is it. Oh my gosh, this is it. So Rachel has been officially hired. So now that you're, officially my cover designer for Love Over Pizza, I want to say thank you so much for just going with your feeling on it and just using that design eye and just jumping. And then I thought the Lord just lined it all up.
I totally did. And you're very welcome. I'm happy to do it. Yeah, it's super fun.
So you did enjoy it. You didn't have any stress because I told you, please don't let this stress you out.
No, designing stuff is never stressful. I mean, I'm nervous because I don't want to let you down and I don't want it to look bad, so that there's nerves there, but not in an unhealthy way. Just like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And I just want to make sure it works out really good. So
So I guess it's really hard to tell when we're messaging back and forth how excited I really was. But you should have got it right away. Like, I wish I could have recorded myself screaming and sending it to you because then you understood there's no way to disappoint me. This is the best cover for Love Over Pizza ever. And I'm just sitting there going, well, I can't do that about joining deposit photos because I've always wanted to be a member. I have the photos. I bought the couple. I bought the pizza shop. I worked those for promotion materials. Now when I go, guys, if you want to see what my inspired pizza shop looks like, I have a picture. And then I can say, if you guys want to see Luca and Pepper, I've got a picture. So I have those pictures. I don't feel guilty or worried or anything. I'm like, now I just get to go find more pictures to help build the story. So when I share it out in the world, I can say Jennifer McIntyre was my inspiration for Tandy. Like, she's changing all the way. And so I'll have to in my head. And so now I can just figure out a lot more with that cover, that setting that I had, which would have never worked for the cover. But it's perfect for what it's meant for. It's meant
absolutely.
For me to share the setting with people. Okay, and you create it in Canva. Like, what tools were you using?
Yeah.
The tool queen. Love tools. She's creating covers. So maybe a list of some tools.
Yeah. I did everything so far that you've seen in Canva. I even made a separate logo for the Gio's Pizza and put that in there, which was fun to do. What I can't make, there's one thing I do have before we do the final, like when it's the final cover, I have to put it into my program, Painter 2019 from Corel. And I use that to do with a little drawing tablet. And I'm going to put some actual shadowing and maybe a few extra effects on there with that. But yeah, I was able to do a lot of what I wanted to do with Canva, which was great. So
love it. So T said, I'm so impressed. I know how you feel about not wanting to let Jen down. Whatever, Tish. Girl, your cover is truly amazing.
Aw, thank you, Tish.
Tish, knowing you. I'm so glad that I got to have you here, Rachel, and talking about the process because, how many covers do you envision yourself doing a year for yourself? Like, are you going to be doing your own covers for your work? Are you going to be crafting and?
I'm sure going to try. I think I'm part of a lot of different cover design groups, so I'm always looking at different people's covers from different genres, and I'm always kind of scoping things out and learning different things that way. And if I saw a cover from someone else that would fit one of my stories perfectly, I might buy one. But I think I'm always going to want to try and do it myself just because it's fun. I don't know.
And it's fun to have a mock-up too.
Yeah.
Because even if you have what you want, but then you're not satisfied, at least you can show something to someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
You're the illustrator. You're the designer. You've got all of the tools. You're equipped with everything you need. The Lord has given you all of these gifts and talents. And I'm so thankful that you just stepped up and was like, 5 minutes later, hey. I'm like, yes. Sorry. It's honestly the perfect cover.
I think a lot of people. I think it'll catch people's eyes. Honestly, I think their eyes will go to it. You're gonna get lots of sales. You'll be good.
Oh, it's not even about the sales for me. It's about the way it lined up.
Yeah.
And it's about the symbols and what the symbols mean to me. When I read back my book, like I already read it. I read it twice this weekend. Doing like just the edits before I sent it and back to Sally. So reading it again, and then I would go and look at the cover, and it would just make my heart just like melt. I would be like, oh, it's just so perfect because all the symbols, they just match. Then I read it again, and then I'm going and staring at the cover. Anne just revealed her cover. Taylor Vash's amazing cover. How many times have you stared at it, Anne? Like, are you like me? Because I'm staring at Rachel's work like every single day. I'm pulling it up. I'm just like fangirling over the cover. So Anne's got a release getting ready to come out, guys. And your cover is fabulous. You got to go and check out Anne's Instagram and Twitter. Go look at my Twitter. I retweeted. Rachel retweeted.
It looks awesome.
So Anne said, yes, make it fun. So yeah, fun times, Rachel. I just have a feeling. So as part of your page turn press, do you feel like this is an angle that you want to go? Like, would you be open for covers for people, or are you going to stay small? Are you going to work with yourself right now? Like, how are you feeling?
That's a really good question because actually it's been a lot of things have been rolling around in my brain. I'm not closed to the idea of moving towards some cover design in the future. I think for now I'm gonna stick with like my own covers and like try and build a little bit of a portfolio, you know, like maybe the odd one for a friend if they need something. But yeah, maybe in the future though. I was thinking about once I get a bit more experience under my belt and have a portfolio to show people, then maybe. You never know.
That day's coming. Anne said she's going to get hers a ton. She loves her cover. And I feel you because as soon as Rachel sent it to me, Rachel, I can't tell you how many times I just kept going back. And I took a picture of the picture. I'm sending it to my nieces. I'm like, y'all look. And then Michelle is like, that looks like a movie poster. That looks like a Netflix movie poster. And she's showing it to her husband. Like, we're showing it to everybody behind the scenes. Like, it's going crazy. Yeah, Am's like, you can do it because we're telling you, you are like so super talented. Just so blessed, Rachel. You know, so blessed.
Oh, thanks, guys. You're making good thing it's dark because I'm blushing probably.
What? You gotta believe it. You gotta believe it. I tell you all the time, and I'm just so super excited, and I'm so happy I got to share the cover out today. And now, you know, from this day forward, you know, it's on pre-order. And now the next thing I have to do is once we get the edits in, I'll know exactly how many pages. So that way we got to worry about like the spine and the setup and all of that. So that's our next journey.
All the final tidbits.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Sally received it on Sunday. So what's today? Monday? See, she got it yesterday. And I went through 2 times checking it, and then she got it. And now, as soon as she sends edits, I'll fix that and then send it back to her. And then she'll do another round, and then I'll fix that. That's usually how she'll work, and she'll want to look at it again. Because I've worked with her, like, this is our 4th project now she's edited for me. And so I kind of know her system. I mean, it might not be like that. We might not have to go through multiple rounds. But the release is February 7th. So I've got it like right the week. I had to do a stamp because y'all know that's like my number. I numbered my chapters wrong. So when I was doing my chapters, I doubled a couple and didn't realize I doubled them until I went in and was doing my edits and putting it onto my template. I actually have 27 chapters. So 7 is in there. This is like no joke. It's like 237 pages right now. There's like a 7 in the page. Okay, I'm gonna make a 7. I'm gonna find the next 7, and it was February 7th.
Perfect.
So it's gonna be the week of Valentine's Day. So Anne, Tish, that whole week I'm gonna be talking love over pizza and putting it up, and hopefully people will love it too. I love it. But like, tell you just thanks again. Seriously. So what's your favorite pizza? Tell everybody.
I like meat and cheese. I'm pretty simple. So bacon, ham, and cheese. I'm happy as a clam.
And Tish, if y'all are still hanging out, you got to tell us what your favorite pizzas are. We're talking pizza. Y'all, I made pizza for dinner again. I can't tell you how many times. And then look, my niece, I shared with the dough that we used tonight, which was amazing dough. You guys can see it. And I even took pictures of the pizza that we made. You would have been impressed, guys, of my pizza.
Oh, it looks yummy.
It's a sausage pepperoni one.
Oh.
And then I made a sausage mushroom and pepperoni, and then a plain pepperoni. But that dough was so cool, and we got it by accident. Whoa, Thai chicken. Seriously? See, that's what we do in my book, because he makes these out like different types of pizzas, specialty pizzas that are outside of what I would have ever eaten. I had so much fun looking up pizzas, but then I was hungry for pizza all the time. Oh, Tish said Hawaiian veggie. Are you saying pineapple, Tish? Hawaiian veggie, pineapple on pizza? I'm going to shake on that one.
Oh, me too. Yay. No pineapple. But my husband would love it.
Oh, I'm saying yummy, Tish. I don't know. Frank's Red Hot. Do you guys like Frank's Red Hot? Have y'all ever had that sauce?
I have.
Oh, yeah. She's saying pineapple. Whatever, Tish. Whatever. So if you guys, Frank's Red Hot I love it. I use it so much. We make like chicken. We have chicken dip. You guys got to check it out. And they have a pizza recipe. And you use the Frank Red Hot. And it's almost like you're making a buffalo chicken pizza. So that's one of our family favorites. We made a taco pizza a couple of weeks ago with leftover tacos. It was so good. Like super good. So that one was one of our favorites too. But yes, I've been like going crazy with pizza, and it's not good for me. But Pepper wants to eat pizza every day in the store. I don't know why. Because that's what happened to me. I wanted pizza every day, and when she found that job at Gio's, it was like, wait, they're gonna pay me with extra pizza too? I'm in.
Yeah.
I get pizza every day because that's her joke at the very beginning of chapter 1 of how much she loves pizza. But she was also raised in an Italian restaurant. And her dog's named Fettuccine. And then she got a cat, and guess what they named the cat? Because the cat has green eyes. They named the cat Basil.
Oh.
So I don't think I got that far either. But the cat in the story that they adopt is named Basil.
Nice.
So she has a Basil in her life, and then he has Basil in everything in his life. So it's like angels. I don't know. Oh, wow. I bought one of those before, and they're selling those now. Yeah, they're good. We got them from Amazon. And this one that I accidentally got today because it didn't have the crust that I get, the woman hooked me up because it's a life-changing crust for me. And it's in that bag. DiPaolo food. Pizza dough. Amazing, y'all. It was in a Food Line. When I took a picture of it and sent to my nieces, I was like, I feel like I'm like in the shop. I feel like I'm Luca right now, an angel. Like I'm making it. Angel wasn't. Luca would be proud if I made it right. Sam helped me and made the pizza. But, well, Rachel, I'm so glad you're here, Tish, and I'm glad y'all got to hang out with us tonight. Last words, Rachel. Big old bite. Like, it's out there. I'm excited. Everybody's got to go check out the Big Old Bike. If you have not got your coffee, I'm going to put it in the description so you can also go check out that amazing cover that she made. So, Ann, you missed that at the beginning. I'm going to show you real fast, Ann. She designed this cover too. And of course, it was written and illustrated by Rachael. And that's Oliver. Love. And so now Ann and the world got to see it one more time with the kitchen and food. But Rachel, good luck with everything. Thank you. I'm looking forward to our final doodahs.
Yeah, me too. It's going to be great.
Awesome. All right, guys. Love y'all. Thanks, Rachel.
Bye.